All right, Ryan Deiss back with you again, and I want to give you a little bit of a sense in this video of what you can expect moving forward, how the training is going to be structured, how the coaching is going to be done, and when we're going to get this thing kicked off. So the official start for the machine coaching program is in just a few days. In fact, there's a tab on this page. If you want to click over to Module 1, it'll tell you when that training area is going to be unlocked. So you can go there now and view that and all the other ones. Like I said, this program is designed for you to consume the trainings 1 week at a time. 1 week at a time. Now, for a lot of you guys, if you're anything like my buddies who got in my mastermind group who got early access to this, you're going to come in, you're going to say, I want to know, I want the series in this thing, I want the series in that thing. And I will tell you, when we did that, it was a big mistake. Because these are some of those brilliant business people I know. And as soon as they dove in and they got access to these things, they haphazardly plopped them in. They didn't really understand the context of how they all fit together, and their results sucked. They weren't very good. Now, fortunately, these are very close friends and colleagues of mine. So when they came back to me and they said, man, this didn't work. This sucked. I was able to respond to them like any good friend would respond with, no, you suck. And so now I can't do that. I don't necessarily, that'd be mean for me to do that to you, right? So I'm not going to do that. But I do want to protect you from that because I know that this stuff works, but I also know that like so many things, if applied in the wrong proportion and sequence and without understanding all the right context, you're just not going to get the results that you should get. So bear with me with this, okay? Be a little bit patient as we walk you through this process. I promise it may seem like it's going to take a long time, but it's really not. And you need to invest the time on the front end because even in this particular introduction, this isn't even an official module, but even in this introduction, you have homework. Okay? After this introduction, you have homework. So if you look around, you can see when all the dates for you and all the modules are going to be unlocked and released, and you're going to get access to not only the training, but also all of the email template and campaign template packages that correspond to that particular modules. You can also see when we're going to be unlocking and releasing some of the bonus modules. So all that information is here in the members area. And I'll also tell you that we do have weekly coaching calls. The coaching calls, the way that they're designed, the first one will be the Wednesday after. They're typically held on a Wednesday or a Thursday. Again, check the site for dates and email reminders will be sent out. But they're typically the Wednesday following, they're going to start the very first Wednesday after Module 1 releases. Because we want to give you time to go through and consume the information that's in there. Now, the way that we do these coaching calls is we'll go through and we'll find out, does anybody have any questions about the previous week's module? And in week 2, right, when it's week 2 and you guys have only had access to week 1, then that's what all the questions are going to be about. But by the time we get into week 5 and week 6 of this coaching program, there's going to be a lot of people asking a lot of different questions about a lot of different modules. But we're always going to answer the previous week's modules, questions about that first. And if we need to stay on for a little bit longer to get all the questions answered, we will. Now, don't forget, there is also a private Facebook group for you. Only machine members are allowed to get in, so there's a link on this page where you can request, where you can sign up and request access, and you'll get some additional instructions on how to get in and introduce yourself to the group. I'll be in there saying hi and stuff like that. We kind of toyed with the idea of having a private forum just inside the machine, but in my experience, everybody's on Facebook. Facebook is a lot easier, and so that's where we're going to start. Now, if it turns out that Facebook becomes a little bit unwieldy, we will go ahead and create a forum for you guys, and Facebook will be there more for just community and interaction. The forums will be there to really get hardcore questions answered. The point is, we're flexible, and we're going to make sure that you get all of your questions answered. Now, we've had some people already asking, hey, can I get on one of the hot seats so that you can review my machine? We will send out information as we get a little bit deeper into the program where you can apply to get a hot seat. So we'll get you details on that as well. So that's how the program is going to be laid out. Again, it's 1 per week, each week. If you do happen to fall behind, by the way, don't worry about it. The training isn't going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We're going to make sure that you continue to get taken care of. Yes, we don't do coaching calls into perpetuity, but we're going to be there for you. And if you have a question, I promise we're not going to leave you hanging. Okay, that is my absolute promise to you. Okay, now I want to do something really cool and really special. I want to give you a quick tour of the Digital Marketer offices where all this is being done, because where I am right now is not our training center. This is where we come just to shoot videos like these. We have a special training area here in the Digital Marketer offices where I'm actually going to be teaching you the machine right alongside the Digital Marketer team members. And this is what we do here, right? I'm not going to create a training program for you that I wouldn't also give to my own team, to the employees here at Digital Marketer. So they're going to be learning right alongside you. It's going to be really, really cool. So since that's going to be the place where the bulk of these trainings are going to be taking place, let's go ahead. I'll give you a tour of the office and show you around a little bit and introduce you to one particularly valuable team member. All right, let's go. Okay, let's take a quick tour. So what you have here, this is the Digital Marketer headquarters. Welcome. All right, so once again, welcome to the Digital Marketer family. Now, part of the reason that I wanted to give you a tour of our offices here is that this is where the training is going to take place for the machine. This is where the program is going to be delivered. You see, right behind me, in addition to the Digital Marketer team, you'll see some comfy couches and chairs, and then over this shoulder, you see a little stage set up, and it's actually from that stage there where we hold all of our internal meetings, and we also do internal trainings. So as we're going through this with you, we're going to be doing it right there on that stage, and right there next to you, your fellow students are going to be the Digital Marketer team. And I say that just so that you know going into this that you're training right alongside the folks back here. You know, I want, you know, I'm going to make sure that this is good and this is great and this is amazing for you, because I want it to be a good, great, amazing training for these guys as well. So I'm not holding anything back. I want them to have it, and so you're going to have it as well. So get used to seeing that stage. Also, get used to seeing some of those faces back there. You're going to be hearing a lot from the different executives and team members on Digital Marketer. In particular, Richard Lindner, who I think is right back there on the couch. Rich, you want to give a little wave? You're going to be hearing a lot from him, because he really is the brains behind a lot of the things that we do here at Digital Marketer. He's the guy that makes sure that things that we come up with actually get implemented. And when it comes to the machine itself, he's one of the primary architects of it. So you'll be hearing a lot from him. So again, welcome. I'm glad that you're here, and let's get started.